News World Outlet.
John B. Bring it on now. John B.
Welcome to the News World Outlet. It is I, the leader of the Outliers, King John B, giving you the latest and greatest in talk, news, and entertainment. The legendary rap group Bone Thugs-n-Harmony has given us some of the biggest hits and is one of the best rap groups of all time. But the Bone Thugs we know and love today could have looked totally different or maybe not even happen at all due to a shooting that happened between members Krayzie and Wishbone. During a recent interview with Bag Fuel, Krayzie went into a story about almost killing Wishbone with a sawed-off 12-gauge shotgun. Before Bone Thugs took that fateful bus ride to Cali where they met Eazy-E and their fortunes changed, they were just young thugs running the streets. Krayzie said one night while most of the group was at Busy Bone's crib, Wish pulled up drunk in the stolen car, ready to get into some silly shit. He said they went, grabbed some 40s from the liquor store, robbed a guy for his car who was trying to buy drugs off of him, and he said after that is when all hell broke loose. He says that at this point, they were totally on one. They had robbed another guy for his van that was closing down his cleaners, and inside of that van, they found more shotgun shells, which of course, Krayzie took, loaded up the shotgun, started shooting outside of the window as they roll now back to back in stolen cars, planning to rob a neighbor that they knew. Well, when you combine alcohol, teenage attitudes, and loaded weapons, you are putting together a recipe for disaster. Let's listen in as Krayzie explains how he shot Wishbone at point blank range while on the way to their next robbery.
40 ounce in my lap, I got the fucking gauge on my lap and it's pointed towards him. He's driving. So I put the shell in, not even realizing that I had my finger on the trigger, and when I clicked it up, the shit was like boom! And my motherfucking ears started ringing, but it's like everything went in slow motion, and then all I could hear was Wish like ah! I seen like blood just gushing out, like so we bail out past Lay and B, like we start like going around them, and like this nigga driving, he driving to the hospital, like we was like maybe like 10, 15 minutes away from the hospital. This nigga driving, but he's stopping at every, I'm like, nigga, what did you stopping at the light for? Go through these lights. We drive straight to the hospital, like we pull up to the ER, damn near pull inside the ER. Like, cause Wish just driving, like he drove himself to the hospital. He got the leg he got shot in, sitting up on the dashboard, like he driving, like.
Okay, now let's hear what happened when they finally made it to the hospital.
Like when they get to the hospital, like they knew what was happening. Like we stuck to our story. Like we was like, no, like some niggas tried to rob us and da. They was like, no, we know what happened. You shot him, you was probably playing with the gun. Was like, okay, you want to keep lying? You know your friend just died, don't you? You told me he died. Like the cop told me he passed, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, I'm finna go to jail for murder. Like, but then like a couple of days later, I'm in jail talking to this nigga Wish on the phone, like every day. I'm talking to this nigga. He like, yeah, bro, I already know that shit was accident. Like everybody was chipping, trying to get him to press charges. He's like, no, I'm not pressing charges.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie, I've done some ill-willy shit in my day, but this is straight crazy. Had that gun been aimed at the wrong spot, Wish would have been dead, Krayzie possibly still in jail, and the group Bone Thugs-n-Harmony may have never existed. Outliers, be sure to let me know what y'all think about this crazy Bone Thug story in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. For it is I, King John B, signing off, and I'm out. Peace.
John B. You know what it is, man. John B. Bring it on now.
News World Outlet.